For 10 years, we've witnessed great acts of kindness that have changed Region 8 and have celebrated the people that put their community first. Now, K8 News presents A Decade of Kindness. Sponsored by First Community Bank.
Hello and welcome to part 2 of our Decade of Kindness. I'm Diana Davis. This year we celebrate 10 years of highlighting those in the community who go above and beyond for others with the great acts of kindness. In the last hour, we brought you 6 of the 10 stories we are sharing with you tonight. We pick up with a highway hero of sorts. His story drives home the point of helping someone even when they may not know they need it.
This is northbound lane, that's the southbound.
While most look to avoid trouble on the interstate, LaQuintes Tucker searches for it.
You don't need no water in there? You good, man? I'm fine. Okay. Then.
Traveling I-55 near Burdett, Luxora, and Blyville, Tucker is a map truck driver for Delta, a road construction company. MAP, short for Motorist Assistance Patrol.
Yeah, flat tires and sometimes like stuff falling off the semis.
Eyes peeled constantly for hazards.
It was like a normal warm day.
Last year, Tucker saw something that made his heart race.
I seen trucks swerving and I was like, that ain't right.
And the man was in the roadway and Tucker was on the other side of the highway. Hitting the gas, Tucker knew he had just minutes to save him.
You can see a guy was standing, like a figure was standing in the road. And I grabbed him. I was like, hey, you okay? He was like, I ran out of gas. I was like, why are you in the middle of the interstate? He really couldn't tell me. And his phone was ringing, but it was on the ground.
A call that couldn't have come at a better time. It was his family.
Calling me his name. I was like, no, ma'am, this is Tucker with Delta. And she was like, where you got my uncle's phone? I said, ma'am, he's stuck on the side of the road. And she was like, where he at? Cause I'm coming to get him. I was like, outside of Blyville. And she was like, where? I said, Blyville. She's like, where did I say Arkansas? She just started crying.
Turns out a silver alert had been issued for a Missouri man, Charles Williams, driving this vehicle hundreds of miles away from his home.
He thought that he was working in Kansas City for the water department.
Williams was taken to a local hospital and reunited shortly after with his family.
He went above and beyond. And you don't find that very often these days. You really don't.
This husband and father says helping people just comes natural. It was the way he was raised in the small town of Birdsong. One motorist he helped was pregnant. She had a flat tire, no money, and needed to get back to Mississippi. Tucker used his own money to take and get the tire repaired long after his shift was over.
It just shows his integrity, the character that he demonstrates on a day-to-day basis.
So one morning when Tucker was driving his regular route, his supervisors asked him to make a special stop just for us, a surprise for this highway hero.
Are you ready to roll? Surprise! LaQuintes Tucker, they say, and we know, you're a highway hero.
Yes, ma'am. And
you are the next winner in the Great Acts of Kindness. 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8. $408.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay.
Tucker sees even more opportunities to help now.
Trying to give the kids down there a different choice from what's really going on, like the gangs and stuff. So when they hired me, they gave me the opportunity to hire a couple more kids.
Paying it forward as he moves down the road to look for more people to help.
What an amazing outcome, all thanks to LaQuintes Tucker and his persistence to find out what was wrong. This next story is a case study in how to turn lives around. Marie Butler wants everyone to enjoy life. She has worked to find ways to strengthen the seniors in her community in many unconventional ways. And guess what? They work. Take a look.
Stay on that
Marie Butler teaches water aerobics for 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and she's done this as a volunteer for 10 years with the help of assistants Sherry Cott and Celeste Dockery in Batesville.
She sincerely cares about health, how people are flexible, mobile.
If they're in a game, they don't even realize they're working the neck, back, and the spine.
Hello, Marie.
Marie is constantly searching for ways to improve seniors' health. She asked the director of the Batesville Community Center and Aquatics to let her classes walk the lazy river backwards against the water flow to strengthen muscles.
They have reaped the benefit of that. Their legs are stronger. People that would have a cane or a walker, they get rid of them.
And what about those who have lost so much they can't stand? Well, Marie has faced that too.
And that came out and he was in a wheelchair, and we actually saw him walking with a walker later on.
And this was true. He couldn't move his legs, arms.
Marie saw potential and a chance to push against a tidal wave of despair.
Put him in this river, and he got to walking. And he drives. It's just like a miracle.
It worked, and Scotty Wright was able to leave his wheelchair behind.
She brings life to us.
I've lost some weight.
It's made a big difference in my life.
They need someone.
My daughter passed away at 39 years old. I was over 300 pounds. I found this program, ultimately lost 130 pounds.
Most aerobic classes has 8 people. We have 150.
Marie's daughter was an aerobics instructor, so Marie continues her legacy by teaching. Michelle Ward Carson died from cancer. So young, she wasn't able to raise her son. His father died too. So Marie and her husband adopted him. Then Marie's husband, Barry Butler, died as well.
Son said, my mom would be so proud that you're doing this.
If anyone does, Marie knows that life is not always fair. That's why she is passionate about making the most of it, and her students have caught on. They fundraise, come together for parties, and support each other through good times and bad.
As we age, sometimes some of these people don't have as many people in their lives.
Their lives have been changed through waves of positivity.
Surprise! Is the next winner in the Gr8 Acts of Kindness. 400, 5, 6, 7, 8. $408. Yay!
Thank you so much. Oh.
5,000 volunteer hours is incredible. We need more people like you.
I love you all.
Marie inspires us to look for ways that we can help others. We may not think about it, but each of us bring a unique set of skills and knowledge to the table. Life experience can be invaluable when it comes to sharing kindness. Sometimes reaching out to others in a time of crisis can be healing, inspirational, and, well, life-changing. Coming up, we bring you a story of how one father's kindness helped him get through the lowest point of his life. Welcome back to Decade of Kindness. Grief may be one of the most difficult burdens to bear. There's seemingly no end sometimes, and it can lead you to a very dark place. But a Randolph County man found his light and life again, harvesting a bumper crop of kindness.
It may look like work.
I felt like, God spoke to me and said, raise this garden.
But for Jason Hampton, every single step is therapy.
And I cried from one end to the other because grief, it hits you in ways that you can't explain.
It's a way to feel close to the one whose name is on the garden and whose memory is forever etched in Jason's heart.
She wasn't just my daughter, she was one of my very best friends.
Morgan Olivia Hampton was just 17 years old when she died in an ATV accident.
It was a living hell. It was. We were a mess.
Her whole life ahead of her gone. Jason and his wife Shantae's world crushed.
There's not a day I don't think about her.
Jason dug deep, clung to faith, and held on for dear life.
If it wasn't for me surrendering my life to Jesus and understand that, we're only here in this world but a little while.
That's when he started growing vegetables from this field, set up a roadside stand, and trusted those who stopped to leave money. If they couldn't, he was glad to feed them.
It's God-driven, if it wasn't, you take him out of the equation, none of this happens.
Soon, the stand was making more and more money, so Jason and his wife created a scholarship in Morgan's name.
I knew of Morgan, but I didn't really know quite what the scholarship was about. Actually, my neighbor, London Hart, also received the scholarship the year before me.
And what will this allow you to do?
So far, it's already allowed me to not have to pay anything into college.
Sunflowers, big, bold, and bright. They were a favorite of Morgan's. Now, when children come out to the 1-acre garden, they can pick them. Oh, and Jason's homemade pickles are a big hit too.
People are pickle crazy. And then I do watermelons and cantaloupes.
He's got a green thumb, and I think that's a gift too. That helps him find peace.
As soon as Jason was nominated for the Great Acts of Kindness, word spread fast in Randolph County, and a room full of his closest, most dear family and friends showed up. Tears could not be held back.
You're the next winner in the Great Acts of Kindness.
300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, $408.
Raising money, working hard in the garden, and then trusting people on the honor system to put money there. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you. I love you, Mom.
I love you very much.
And to know that one day Jesus will welcome me in heaven and say, here she is. That's what I live for.
Mourning a loss can be so hard, especially during the holidays. But finding yourself in a homeless shelter can make you feel as if you've hit rock bottom. Coming up, our next Great Acts of Kindness winner found a way to reach people in Paragould. We have her story right after the break. Welcome back to a decade of kindness. Could you be one bad decision or a few bad decisions away from being homeless? That's probably not something you've ever given a thought to, but Great Acts of Kindness winner Missy Threadgill cares deeply for those who find themselves in just such a situation. From the music
Merry Christmas
to the presents,
Dawn?
by none other than Santa himself.
This is supposed to make me cry because I got a lot of presents.
The excitement you can see is, well, overwhelming.
Jesus' birthday!
5-year-old Catalea can hardly contain her joy at an annual event at the Mission Outreach in Paragould. Were it not for this shelter, they would have found themselves homeless at Christmas. Each person in the shelter receives a gift plus...
Each one of them got a $100 gift certificate.
She put $100 on every one of our books here, that we could use in emergency.
A lot of them buy cars here and then deplete their account, and then they'll save up more before they move out.
Thank you, Miss Missy and friends.
All of this, every bit of it, is the work of one woman. Indeed, one of Santa's very best elves, Missy Threadgill.
This is her thing. She was made to do this.
The word is joy. Jesus, others, and then yourself. We've got that flip-flop.
we focus on ourselves and maybe others, and then, no, she's got joy, Jesus, others, and then herself. So she's doing this, she's faith-based, she wants to do it to make a difference to these people.
Not only does she organize the party, she goes in search of gifts.
And I just have put it out there that I do this, and people come forth anytime I need help.
Missy's belief that everyone should have a chance to be remembered at Christmas and be celebrated on their birthday.
She amazes me.
Life is not easy for some here.
I'm an alcoholic.
But Shelley says mission outreach has become her lifeline in the middle of life storms.
And here I am.
It could happen to you. It could happen to me. Anybody can be homeless for whatever reason. There's a lot of reasons for it.
And Missy is more than a volunteer. She's dedicated much of her life to helping the homeless.
I've worked on the mayor's task force to get the hub started in Jonesboro, and I've worked some there.
I don't know where she gets all the energy to do it all. It's just crazy.
Well, I've heard there's a special elf here today. Missy Threadgill. That's sweet. You make sure that love lives here.
Thank you so much.
It's your compassion for your fellow man and woman that is the reason why you are the next winner in the Great Acts of Kindness. 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, $408.
Thank you. Thank you. What a surprise. What a surprise.
Don't you just love that? Coming up on A Decade of Kindness, we take a quick look back at our first 6 Great Acts of Kindness winners we highlighted in Part 1. Stay tuned. Welcome back to A Decade of Kindness. Let's look back at the first 6 Great Acts of Kindness winners we featured, and of course we start with the first. Connie Carter was known for helping the elderly of Truman, selflessly giving of her time. Then an accident left her in need. Without health insurance, Connie Carter found herself struggling to pay bills. Unable to work for 3 months, bills were racking up for Carter. Then a friend nominated her for the Great Acts of Kindness.
Well, you wouldn't believe it, but $400 is exactly how much I got to have to get through next month. That's what's amazing. I talk to God every night, and every night I'll tell him how much I need, and somehow or another he hears me. And $400 is what I was going to need to get through November, counting what I've already got.
Then we had Daniel Massey. The idea of a child not having a bed of their own affected he and his wife so much they went for training out of state to bring a world-renowned program to Northeast Arkansas. It's called Sleep in Heavenly Peace, and it's making a huge difference for hundreds of children in our area. When the members of the Opportunity Extension Homemakers Club heard what he did, they knew they had to nominate him for the Great Acts of Kindness.
Because when we realized that he was a father, a husband, worked full time, and in his spare time, what he does is this, builds beds for children. So we were just amazed.
Then one man in Independence County makes it his mission to restore Arkansas's natural beauty every single day. In fact, Rex Williams documents all the different things he finds along the way. Needles, missing personal items, and mostly general nastiness that no one would want to take the time to clean up.
He's out there on the side of the road picking up trash all the time. And tires, mattresses, you name it, he'll pick it up.
Yep. He works usually every morning doing this. That's kind of his life and his mission to keep our community clean. So we love it that he does that.
Laura Fletcher, a woman who's beat cancer several times. All the while, she has worked to fundraise and bring awareness to the fight of others facing cancer. Fletcher lost her father to the disease, and within just a few months, she was diagnosed herself. Now, there's an event which bears her name, the Laura Fletcher Cooking for a Cure in Mississippi County.
Since Laura's been an inspiration to like everybody in Mississippi County and us, we named our event after her.
She's an amazing person. If you ever sit down and get to just know Laura, like you have no reason not to love Laura. Everybody loves Laura.
She's amazing. She, in the face of everything that she has faced, she is absolutely amazing.
This is only one of the many events that Laura Fletcher has been a part of to raise money for the American Cancer Society. Then you have Macario Chisholm. He proved to be a lifesaver. That's when he found Thelma Bates, who had been reported missing while on his sanitation route in Caruthersville in 2022. While he didn't find anything extraordinary about what he did, the story could have been much different if he had not been looking for Miss Thelma Bates that cold winter morning. And last but not least, Capri Payne. She shows us that something like divorce cannot step in the way of saving someone's life. When she heard that her husband's ex-wife needed a kidney, she says God put it on her heart to make it happen. Sure enough, she was Jennifer Shane's match.
They said that we were a match, and we had 2 of 6 markers that they look for to make it a better match. And I was like, wow, God really was right.
I said, I love you forever. And I mean that. Because she's a part of me. Her kidney's right there behind that skin.
10 wonderful people out of dozens we have featured on Great Acts of Kindness these past 10 years. And we still have many more people to honor here in Region 8. We'll tell you how next. We need your help nominating our next Great Acts of Kindness winner. Just go to KAIT8.com and fill out the form. Thank you for watching A Decade of Kindness. I'm Diana Davis. If you would like to watch both parts of this special, find it on our website or streaming on demand on K8 Now. Good night.